It's time for Culpeper Blue Devil basketball. Good evening, everybody. Donnie Johnson along with Gary Deal. Tonight, we bring you the game between the Culpeper Blue Devils and the Madison Mountaineers. Two teams that are having trouble getting started. Madison comes in with a record of 1 win and 4 losses, and the Blue Devils are 0-4, still looking for their first win.
Yeah, Donnie, I'm not sure what to expect tonight from both teams. I know both teams are trying to get off in the right direction after tonight. They need a win. I know Madison beat Liberty, and then they lost to Orange, Clark, and Elkton. And I know Culpeper has lost the last 2 games to Fauquier, so both
they lost to Caroline the other night.
Yes, and Caroline, so both need a win tonight.
Well, Madison, according to James Thompson, who saw the game the other night against East Rockingham, Madison played a really good game, lost by 2 points at the buzzer, and East Rockingham has Tyler Nichols, who is going to North Carolina, and he's scored about 30 points. So when you lose to a team that has a big chip player like that, you know you're playing pretty good basketball, and James Thompson has a lot of respect for the Mountaineers and thinks that this is going to be a tough game for them.
Well, this game tonight brings back old memories for both of us. I mean, you're talking about Madison back in the John Averett days. This is the first telecast we've had since the court's been named for John Averett. And remember the players that Madison had with Sleepy Johnson and Jeff Early and Ron Medley and Stiles.
Right.
Those were days there was so much competition between Culpeper and Madison. So
it was a big
brings back old
rivalry
memories.
Back then.
Yes.
A tremendous rivalry. And we hope that this is going to be just as good tonight. Ben Breeden, who is Eddie Dean's son-in-law, is the coach. He's been around for a couple of years. 2 of his boys, who are Eddie Dean's grandsons, are playing on the team. So a lot of old memories going to come back tonight, and we will hope that we can take them tonight.
Exactly. Both need to win very badly.
All right, we'll be back with the starting lineups and the beginning of tonight's ball game in just a moment. You're watching Blue Devil basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
From seed to feed, from shovels to shirts, CFC Farm and Home Center offers everything for your home and your family. And they have since 1932. CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between. Imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
We are back. The Culpeper Blue Devils hosting the Madison Mountaineers. Donnie Johnson along with Gary Deal, and we're about set for the starting lineups and the playing of our national anthem. So we will pause, and with a great deal of honor, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
The playing of our national anthem, and we are set to go just about for tonight's ball game between the Madison Mountaineers and the Culpeper Blue Devils. Madison, coached by Ben Breeden, comes in with a record of 1 win and 4 losses, and Culpeper is still looking for its first win of the season. The Blue Devils are 0-4. Gary Deal, we got the starting lineups coming out. Tell us who's starting for these teams.
Yeah, we got number 1, Donnie, Jackson Taylor. Number 3, Dean Breeden. Number 5, Jake Gerald. Number 11, Wade Fox. And number 23, Trey Dean.
All right, and now for the Blue Devils.
At number 2, Nathan Amos. Number 12, Blake Bailey. Number 20, Tyler Simmons. Number 24,
Zach Eckert.
Zach Eckert.
The head coach for the Madison Mountaineers is Ben Breeden.
And number 32, Malachi Terrell.
Malachi Terrell, his granddaddy, James Terrell, is sitting right down here below us. And there's one change in the lineup from the last game we did, and that was Colin McClanahan is not going to start tonight. He'll be the 6th person in, and Blake Bailey is going to take that other starting position. James Thompson and Mike Dayton over there giving last-minute instructions, said we're just about set to go. Should be a good ball game, Deal.
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm expecting up and down, fast-paced game again tonight. I'm hoping we get a little more efficiency, player efficiency from Culpeper especially in the transition game. Slow it down a little bit, create some space, and anticipate those traps a little bit if Madison starts trapping.
All right, Wade Fox jumping against Terrell, and Madison comes down with a loose ball, and we are underway. Breeden.
Looks like Coach Thompson is in the 1-2-2 again.
Dean Breeden outside. Bounce pass in, stolen by Eckert. Eckert tries to kick it forward, but it was literally kicked. And the ball will go out of bounds off the leg of a Madison player, so the Blue Devils will toss it in.
Terrell throwing the ball in.
Gets it in outside to Amos. Long three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes down to Madison. Jackson Taylor leads it ahead. Breeden. And stepping on the line is Dean Breeden. Dean Breeden is the son of Coach Ben Breeden, and he has another son on the team, Bryce Breeden, but he was a sophomore, but he broke his nose in the last game, and he's not starting tonight. And we got a foul down there as Eckert went to the basket.
Love that play there, Donnie. Set a screen. Eckert came off the screen, around for the pass for the layup. That was a beautiful play. I'd like to see more of that tonight.
Eckert at the line will shoot a pair. Got the first one, and the Blue Devils are on the board 1-0. Whistle there. We're trying to get gentleman trying to walk across in front of the cheerleaders. The official whistled him off. Second shot by Eckert. Gets the roll, and Culpeper has a 2-0 lead.
Okay. Culpeper comes out in the press. 1-2-2 press. Diamond.
Underneath Fox.
Good defense.
Had the ball, lost it, put it up, and he traveled. Nope, jump ball. One official was going to call traveling, and the other official called a jump ball, which was, I thought, the correct call. All right, Blue Devils back with the basketball. Terrell and Amos bring it down. Bailey Trying to look inside. Eckert, long jump shot, no good. Bailey to Terrell. Bounce inside, knocked away by Madison, but Terrell gets it back. And Eckert saves it way out front.
Need to swing the ball a little bit. Try to get everybody touching the ball.
Bailey outside to Amos. Amos on the drive, puts it off the glass and kisses it in.
Left-handed, very nice shot by Amos.
4-0 Culpeper, and a steal by Amos. 2 on 3, and Amos pulls it out, now stops and pops, missed it. Terrell back up, and he is fouled. I think Fox is going to be charged with a foul.
Just like that Fauquier game that we telecasted, Amos came down the middle of that one play and stopped on a dime and went up for the lane and made a shot. Loved it here this time too.
And Ben Breeden calls a timeout. We'll take a short break. Timeout on the floor.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200.
Found & Sons, 825-3530.
All right, when play resumes here, we'll have Malachi Terrell at the line for the Blue Devils, and he's going to shoot a pair. First one is a little on the short side, hits the front iron, and rolls off. Terrell is 2 for 2, or 2 for 3 now. Is 2 for 4. Hit the first 2 and missed the second 2. And almost a steal in by Amos, and they're going to give the ball to Culpeper. Said it was off Madison, so Terrell will throw the ball in.
Good D by Amos that time. That's 2 steals for him already tonight.
And it comes out to Amos. Makes a move. Off balance shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Fox. Kicked around. Terrell comes up with it, lost it. Simmons got it. And now Eckert. Eckert drives. Can't get it to go. And that's going to be a reach-in foul, I think, on Terrell. 5 minutes and 51 seconds left to go. First period. 4-0 Culpeper leading Madison. Mountaineers have the ball. Trey Dean will throw it in.
Culpeper still in that 2-2-1 press. Full court.
Breeden back to Dean, back to Breeden. And a travel.
It's giving Madison a difficult time right now. I think that might be one of the reasons that Terrell is starting tonight, Donnie, because of his athletic ability and that full court press. He's making things happen out there right now.
Well, you can get some good turnovers and some easy points. You go back to the John Avery, Billy Thornhill days, they did that. Amos outside. Working the ball left. Bailey comes way out. And now Amos with the long three-pointer will not go. Fox the rebound. Fox on the drive. Fox puts it up and scores, and he is fouled.
I'd like to see Amos and Eckert just a little more patient when it comes to that three and get into the flow of the game and the rhythm a little bit more. They need to shoot the ball, but just try to get in rhythm of the game.
Fox shot up is no good. Rebound comes down to Terrell. From the corner, no good, and a whistle. I think that hit the wire, so it's an out of bounds. Trey Dean gets it in, down the lane. Shot no good, rebound Terrell. Terrell's been all over the place tonight.
Terrell is a great athlete, it really
and
is.
He lost that one out of bounds, couldn't get onto it. That was good defense there by Jackson Taylor, getting in on him and forcing that turnover. 4-2 is our score. Ooh. Almost a walk, but no. Taylor. Down the lane, dumps it off. Nope. Pulls it back up. Amos had it, lost it. And a traveling violation gets called against Madison. Nice cheering section for the seniors down here on the left side tonight. All not seniors, but the Culpeper student section. Eckert high to get that one. Simmons dumps it off. Nice play by Simmons. Terrell couldn't get it to go in. A little block there. Nice try there by Dean, or rather by Taylor.
See him set the ball up here a little bit.
Eckert, baseline,
Yeah.
lost it.
A little anxious.
Fox in the corner, down the lane. Little off balance shot there, no. And out of bounds on the Blue Devils off the hand of Bailey.
McClanahan just came in for Zach Eckert.
And Quentin Butler coming in, 44. Madison with the basketball, trailing 4-2. Really low scoring game, under 4 minutes.
Both teams playing good defense tonight.
They are. And neither team has had a hot streak at shooting either.
Culpeper still in the 1-2-2 zone.
Baseline, shot up and no good. Follow is good. Dribbles the ball in. Jake Jarrell. Tied at 4. Simmons, cross, ooh, lob pass there. And Terrell throws it away. Fox. Taylor is fouled.
The game gets somewhat sloppy when the players try to do too much and don't stick with their strengths.
It has been very sloppy here.
Just need to stick to the fundamentals, take your time, be patient, don't try to do too much with the ball.
Madison with the basketball. Taylor outside running the show. And we got a whistle. What now? Not sure what that was. Well, we got the ball back here for Madison. So everything is under control. No good is the shot. Amos has the ball, and Amos is fouled. Seth McLaren. And Culpeper folks will know his dad, Sam McLaren. Yeah, look at me like that, Sam McLaren.
You are right.
That is Sam McLaren's son.
Yes.
Who is the
Sam is the planning director.
planning director.
For Culpeper County. I see him several times a week.
And
he was
you
telling
can
me
look
about
right
this
across
son.
there, you can see him sitting in the stands. And Simmons is fouled.
Sam McLaren is a good man. I enjoy working with him.
Good guy.
Culpeper taking the ball out. Eckert throwing the ball in.
Colin McClanahan in the corner. Eckert can't get that three-pointer to go. Madison comes down with the ball. McLaren working the outside. And out of bounds will continue to belong to Madison. We're down 2:25 in the first period, and we've only got 8 points on the board, 4 for each team.
Leroy Yates in for Madison. This 1-2-2 has given Madison some difficulty here.
That's good.
They're
Dean Breeden
extending.
McLaren, three-pointer, will not go. Tapped up, no good. Rebound, out of bounds. Nice block there by Eckert to keep Madison from getting the loose ball.
I like the way Amos comes in from the guard position and rebounds the basketball. He had 7 or 8 rebounds the other night. He's doing the same thing tonight.
McClanahan almost threw that one away. Got it back. Amos, long three-pointer. He's taking him from downtown.
Yeah,
Shot.
They're rushing. They're rushing a lot of those three-point shots.
Breeden will not count, and he will go to the line. Foul is on Simmons.
Those three-point shots, Donnie, you can get those anytime you want them. And it's all about getting the best shot. You know, you can get a good shot, but you want the best shot. And every coach will tell you to work for that best shot.
In it comes. Butler clears it and loses it. Breeden stops, up, missed everything.
It's tough to teach the kids to stick to their roles. And if everybody sticks to their roles and play good, fundamentally sound basketball, they'll go a long way.
And Amos traveled with the ball. He had the ball at his hip. He doesn't understand it, but he had the ball on his hip. There's no question about it. And Blue Devils back to the press again as Fox comes in from McLaren. Breeden, and he throws it away. Amos ahead to McClanahan. Got it. Finally another basket. 6'4" Culpepper. And nice move in there by Eckert to get in and get that pass. 1:06 to go, first period, and 6-4 Culpepper leading. No home runs yet.
I like the way Coach Thompson is using Turl tonight. He's using his athletic ability to pressure the ball in full court press, and with him and Amos out there, along with McClanahan, that's a pretty good pressing trio right there, and they're coming up with a lot of steals early in the game.
And McClanahan just called for a foul, and that is the 16th foul on Culpepper. McLaren wanted to take that shot, didn't. And nice hand in there by McClanahan. What a shot. And a foul is called.
On Butler, I believe.
I'm not sure if that was Butler or Amos. See who they... Whoever it is, Madison is at the line. First shot up and no good. Jackson Taylor will have a second shot for the Mountaineers. Got that one. 1 for 2. 6-5. Culpeper by 1. Coming down on 40 seconds in the first period. Amos again. Missed it again. Butler clears it out. Eckert. Off balance shot. Drew the foul.
Foul 24 Blue. 2 shots for Zach Eckert.
.33 seconds left. And Eckert will go to the line. Zach Eckert for the Blue Devils, who lead by 1. And now 2. 7-5.
Eckert's hitting his foul shots tonight. I always like to get to the foul line to find your rhythm shooting the ball. So I believe that'll help him as we go along in the game to get his rhythm shooting 3.
He's now 4 for 6 at the line, and Culpeper has a 3-point lead with 30 seconds and counting. Box for Madison.
Good D.
Almost a steal and a whistle and a foul underneath will send Leroy Yates to the foul line for the Mountaineers. From here on out, he'll get 2 shots anyway, but from here on out in the first half, it's going to be 1-1 for Madison because Culpeper's 8th foul. Yates puts the first one in, and he'll have a second. Got them both, 8-7. Blue Devils by 1. 21 seconds left.
Justin Corbin's in the game for Culpeper.
Number 4, McClanahan, down low. Butler, got it off the glass. Nice force up by Butler. Ahead, McLaren, outside, Taylor got it. No. First quarter comes to an end with a score. The Culpeper Blue Devils 10 and the Madison Mountaineers 7. We'll be back in 1 minute.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
From seed to feed, from shovels to shirts, CFC Farm and Home Center offers everything for your home and your family. And they have since 1932. CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between. Imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
Well, Gary Deal, if this pace keeps up, we're going to have a low-scoring ball game, 10-7. Culpeper leading at the end of the first quarter over the Madison Mountaineers. A little sloppy there for a while, and nobody seems to be able to have the range from outside.
Yeah, Culpeper's been struggling from the 3. I anticipate that will improve, though. They're taking decent shots, but they could get better shots. Madison hasn't been able to get some 3s up because Culpeper's playing good defense in that 1-2-2.
And Madison gives it away. McClanahan all the way puts it in. 12-7. Blue Devils by 5. Dean against the press, or rather Breeden against the press. From the corner, Taylor, no. Rebound comes down to Madison. Breeden running the offense. In the corner, Taylor back to Breeden. Corbin all over him.
I like the way Corbin moves his feet. Doesn't reach too much. Plays good, solid defense.
Down low, Davidson turns around, puts it up, no good. Rebound.
Good defense
Terrell.
by Butler that time. He didn't reach a whole lot. He put his hands up and used his height.
McClanahan in low. Terrell off the glass. Nice play by Malachi Terrell. 14-7. Blue Devils coming out hot here in the second quarter. Breeden breaks the press. Double team. Taylor wanted to shoot that, now goes down the lane, off the glass, way off. Quentin Butler comes down. Eckert ahead. McClanahan has it knocked away and touched last by
It was a very
Madison.
very good pass by Eckert to McClanahan. Good defense by Madison.
Eckert will throw it in. Outside McClanahan, and he'll take a 3, and he will hit it. 7 straight points for the Culpeper Blue Devils to begin this second period. 17-7, 10-point lead. Fox double team. In the corner, Breeden baseline drive, dumps it off, shot up, and good. Jake Gerald. 17-9, and now we're starting to put some points on the board. Eckert, no. Gerald had it, lost it, got it back, puts it up off the glass, and got another one. Malachi Terrell, 19-9, Culpeper. McLaren down low to Fox in traffic and double dribble.
Good defense.
Double dribble by Madison. Blue
James
double ball.
Terrell, Malachi's grandfather, is smiling right now.
I'm sure he is.
Played a lot of basketball with James Terrell. He had about a 40-inch vertical himself back in the day.
You think he could do it now?
I don't believe so, Donnie. I don't think any of us could do what we did back then.
Oh, I don't know now. Don't look at me and say that. Down the other way, McLaren, 2 points. And timeout is called by James Thompson. Timeout on the floor, and we'll take a short break.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200.
Found & Sons, 825-3530.
We are back. Blue Devils with the basketball. Eckert. And double dribble. Getting a little sloppy again here.
Yeah, I like to see Eckert pull it out a little bit more and take his time. A lot of times he forces the ball. He's a really good player. He actually played for me on my AAU team several years ago. He was a good player, and just like to see him be a little more patient.
Madison with the basketball. Breeden. From the baseline. Shot up and good by Andrew Hall. 19-13. 10-point lead is now 6 for the Blue Devils. McClanahan missed everything. Corbin there. A lot of people in that zone, but shot up and good by Culpepper. 21-13. And from the outside, it's McLaren. 21-15. Eckert, short. Breeden, 2-on-2 all the way. Got it. And now James Thompson wants to take time out and discuss things. Time out on the floor. We'll keep it here. And remind you of our sponsors, Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. 547-3673. Able Heating and Air. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found & Sons, more than a respected funeral home. They support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530. Blue Devils leading 21-17. This was a 10-point lead, Gary Deal, and all of a sudden it's a 4-point lead.
Well, Culver's been coming down and throwing up threes pretty quick, and when you miss and the long rebounds come out to Madison, they get off on those fast breaks, and you get some easy layups at the basket. So you need to be a little bit more patient, and I think that's what Coach Thompson just told him. You see the ball swinging around the perimeter now, and they're coming out with a different concept.
Amos for 3. Got it. He did that one.
See, that was in rhythm of the offense. That was totally different. That was a really good shot there.
24-17, Culpeper. Breeden breaks the timeline, double team, and Carroll takes it away. 3-on-1 break. McClanahan got it. 26-17. Pressure is starting to get to the Mountaineers a little bit.
That was
McLaren.
an excellent timeout by Coach Thompson.
McLaren outside. Breeden wanted to take the 3, and he traveled. A little undecided there, or he may have been just trying to do a little fake, but whatever it was, as Dizzy Dean would say, he slid that foot just a little bit, and that was the end of that. 9-point lead again for Culpeper.
Now, Dizzy Dean is back in your day, Donnie, not back in my day.
Oh, Dizzy Dean was before my day, but I did meet him. Corbin puts up a shot, no good, and over the back. Foul is going to be charged on Jaden Johnson. So they'll walk to the other end. And the Mountaineers will go to the free throw line. It'll be Jake Jarrell. 9 team fouls on Culpeper now, so the next one will be the double bonus. Jarrell missed that. It was a 1-and-1.
Good rebound by Johnson there.
Amos. McClanahan. No. Into the corner. Somebody got it. I couldn't see down behind the student section.
That was a good shot. He had an open three there. Nobody around him. That was a good shot.
Sometimes you're too open, though.
Yes. McClanahan's going out. Eckert's ball in the baseline area.
Zach Eckert down on the baseline. Gets it in to Amos out front. In it goes to Johnson. Forces it up. Cannot get it to go. Terrell inside is going to be called, I think, for the foul. And they will walk to the other end. So we'll end the double bonus now with 2:17 to go in the first half. And Seth McLaren.
That's 2-1 Terrell. I don't know if Coach Thompson's maybe thinking about taking him out or not.
McLaren puts the first one in, 26-18, 8-point lead for the Blue Devils. McLaren's second shot coming. Nope. And Terrell is fouled from behind by Yates. .217 to go. First half, 26-18, 8-point lead for the Blue Devils. Eckert for three. He has been way off today. Corbett gets it over to Johnson. Outside, three-pointer by Amos, no good. Terrell all over the floor, and we got a travel. That could have been called as a trip, but.
See that, remember the possession they had a couple possessions prior to that where they were swinging the ball around perimeter and get that three-pointer in rhythm? Those two shots were not in rhythm.
Yates from the corner, no. Terrell. Under 2 minutes now. Amos down the lane, off the front iron. Johnson. Whistle, and we got a foul on Madison, and we'll send Jaden Johnson to the line. .142 left. First half. Jaden Johnson at the line for the Blue Devils, who lead 26-18. Got it. 27-18. Only 14 fouls on the Mountaineers. Or excuse me, 17 fouls on the Mountaineers. Second foul is in. They've got it reversed on the scoreboard up here.
Good strokes by Jaden Johnson on those foul shots.
10-point lead again for Culpeper. Breeden, cross-court pass, underneath, and whistle, and foul is going to be called on Terrell, and that's his third.
I was hoping he was going to go out, sit the rest of the half out.
And McClanahan will come in to replace him after the first shot. Ben Davidson will be at the line to shoot for Madison. Rolls the first one around the hole and puts it in. Second shot coming for Davidson. Missed it. Jaden Johnson clears.
Jaden Johnson playing well in the first half.
Underneath Corbin, wide open, nice pass.
Good pass by Amos on that.
30-19, biggest lead of the night for the Blue Devils, 11 points. And a steal. Corbin puts it in. Where'd this kid come from? Nice job. 32-19. Fox off the glass. No. Johnson
defense,
clears.
good rebound by Johnson. Let's see.
And a foul is going to be called on Fox over there. You know, I watched Corbin as he came in, and he was a little tentative. At the beginning, he almost looked like he wasn't sure he belonged there. And he really has started playing here. A lot of contributions to this team.
Yeah, I like the way he plays defense, too. He moves his feet very well. He doesn't reach and make unnecessary fouls. And,
Amos puts the first two in. 33-19. And all of a sudden, we're looking at a 60 to 70 point game, which is more in favor of the Blue Devils. 34-19.
Still pressing.
50 seconds to go. Braden stops and pops. No, can't get.
I like to see him slow it down here and run some clock.
He can't buy one. Amos shoots off the front iron. And Jaden Johnson was lucky he didn't get a foul call on that because he came over the back.
I would like to see him slow it down there and work for one shot with.
Well, at least work for a good shot.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
He was off balance when he shot. But back in the day, you know, they just put it up. Davidson rather, in the corner. Taylor missed a three. Madison cannot buy an outside shot. Nice block there by Jaden Johnson. Really nice block. Now Bailey will check back in, and Zach Eckert will go out. 20 seconds and counting. First half. Blue Devils have really stepped it up here in the second quarter. McClanahan down the lane, and he is fouled. .3 left. McClanahan will go to the line with his team leading 34-19. Got the first one.
Clanahan's had a good first half.
16-point lead for the Blue Devils.
He's in double figures in the first half, Donnie. 10 points.
And he didn't start. Colin McClanahan, second shot coming. Got them both. 36-19.
No fouls here, no fouls.
Drive, Taylor got it in. And the half comes to an end. That's the end of the first half with a score. The Culpeper Blue Devils 36 and the Madison Mountaineers 21. We'll be back with the second half of tonight's ball game in just a moment. You're watching Blue Devil basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
From seed to feed, from shovels to shirts, CFC Farm and Home Center offers everything for your home and your family. And they have since 1932. CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between. Imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
We are back and getting ready for the second half of tonight's ball game between the Madison Mountaineers and the Culpeper Blue Devils. Blue Devils, Gary Deal only had 10 points in the first quarter, but they came through with that press in the second quarter. 26 points and have built up now a 15-point lead, 36-21.
Yeah, Donnie, that 2-2-1 full court press really benefited the Blue Devils. Colin McClanahan had a lot of easy baskets. He's leading the Devils with 12 points. Amos came up with a lot of steals, and he has 7 points. And, you know, some of the unknowns that are coming off the bench have played really well. Corbin, Terrell, and Johnson have played really well tonight in the first half, and Terrell has had quite a few steals and putbacks, and he's played really well the first half.
Yeah, Justin Corbin came off the bench and scored 6 points, did a good job. And for Madison, Seth McLaren, I guess, is leading scorer for the first half with 5 points. Had a good chat with his dad, came over and talked to us during halftime. And we're just about ready for the second half of tonight's ball game. Our next game, we'll remind you, will be the 27th Eastern View against Culpeper. That will be over Eastern View. And if you can't make it, we will be doing that game live.
Ball out at half court for Madison. Culpeper back in the 1-2-2 zone.
All right, Breeden has got the ball, brings it across the timeline. Amos is guarding him. McLaren. Breeden being closely guarded. Baseline. Taylor driving. Reverse layup is blocked by Terrell. Eckert leads it ahead to Bailey. And a block down at this end by Breeden.
Good pass by Eckert that time. Good defense by Madison.
And Eckert will throw the ball in. Amos for 3. Did not get it. Madison with the basketball, trailing 36-21. Baseline drive, shot up and in. No by McLaren.
I like that.
Little run and gun here now. Eckert will take a three-pointer outside. No.
He rushed that.
And stepping on the baseline, I think, was Bailey.
Amos did a retreat dribble that time. Instead of going and taking it to the basket over 3 people, he did a retreat dribble and passed to Eckert. And I thought Zach just a little bit kind of rushed that shot a little bit versus looking for a better shot.
And we're going to take a break for just a moment here and remind you that one of our sponsors is Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. 547-3673. From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints 317-1473. And CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine since 1932. Amos started to take that. Simmons down the lane. Off balance shot, no good. Fox was there with a hand. And
There's
now
Terrell
another
again.
steal.
Terrell.
Eckert. In the middle to Terrell, puts it up off balance and got it. Terrell's got to be careful. He's playing with 3 fouls here. 38-21, 17-point lead for the Blue Devils. Terrell comes down with that loose ball. Leads it ahead to Bailey. Simmons down the lane. Off the glass, no. And Terrell just drew his 4th foul. And McClanahan will come back in. That play a couple of moments ago, Malachi was reaching in and could have been called for a foul, but he got a loose ball. But call for his 4th there. Taylor, baseline drive, double team, and he is fouled underneath by Simmons, who cannot believe it. No, I didn't do it.
Yeah, once our bigs start understanding that verticality rule as far as putting your hands up and letting the offensive player come into the defensive player.
That's a lot of syllables there. Taylor's second shot. Got it. 38-22, 16-point lead for the Blue Devils. Simmons, 2 men on him, and he traveled, says the official.
I'd like to see a little more swinging of the basketball there around the perimeter.
They have called tonight some walking, double dribbles. They're getting a little picky on that tonight. McLaren. Breeden.
Amos plays good defense, and so does McClanahan.
Into the middle, Breeden turns and fires. No good. Rebound, Eckert had it, lost it. Outside Madison, 3-point shot is good by Breeden. 38-25. Amos, three-pointer. Got it right back. 41-25.
Amos and Eckert can shoot the ball. They just got to get in rhythm, get a good feel, shoot it within the flow of the game.
Breeden directing traffic. Taylor. They cannot make those outside shots, Kid Madison. Nice play there by McClanahan. Loose ball, Fox comes down with it. And the McClanahan cheering section down in front of us just went wild. .440 to go, third period, 41-25. The Blue Devils are leading by 16. Madison with a basketball. McLaren. Blue Devils still in that zone. Taylor for three. And Madison continues to shoot over it and miss. McClanahan got it with the left hand.
Excellent pass by Amos that time.
43-25. Blue Devils keep extending the lead.
Good vision of the court, kept his head up when he was coming up with the basketball.
No. Butler had it, lost it, got it back, and lost it to Fox, who puts it in. 43-27. Now Madison with a press. Amos has it stripped away, but lost out of bounds by McLaren. McLaren goes out. Davidson comes back in for the Madison Mountaineers, or rather Trey Dean, excuse me. 23-33. Quentin Butler. Bailey, three-pointer will not go. Dean for three. Madison cannot hit an outside shot. They have, and he has traveled there. That was obvious.
Yeah.
Zach Eckert got to change gears in the middle of the stream. .325, third period.
I think Culpepper's size has impacted Madison some tonight. And they're having a hard time getting off quality shots.
Culpeper looks good tonight. They have improved steadily. Outside shot by Dean is no good, and coming over the back is Quentin Butler. That will be the fourth team foul on the Blue Devils here in the second half.
It's 2-1 Butler.
Simmons will come back in, and Bailey will go out. Mountaineers throw it in. Taylor, off balance shot, no good.
Defense.
3 Blue Devils right there to rebound.
And no unnecessary fouls there. That was good defense.
Amos off the glass, no. Simmons puts it back up. Butler has it, lost it, and we've got a foul on somebody. Bodies all over the floor, shoes flying.
That's where I like to see Amos use that little stop in the middle of the lane and go up strong.
Stop and pop.
Stop and pop instead of carrying it into
Nobody
the
does that
defensive play.
anymore.
He's very good at it. If he would do it a little bit more, he would. I think.
Billy Thornhill made a living out of that.
Yes, he did. Instead of driving in against 2 players that are most of the time bigger than you are.
Right, let him go by. Butler at the line. No good. Fox comes back in and Yates goes out for Madison. Quentin Butler, second shot. Nope. Fox looking for help. Now gets it up to Breeden on the outside. Gets it over into the corner, but can't get a shot over there. Can Taylor. And steal. Nice anticipation by Butler. Drives all the way and puts it in. 45-27. Blue Devils. Dean. Under 2 minutes now to go, third period. And another steal. Good hand in there by somebody for Culpeper. Amos for 3. Yes. 48-27. And Ben Breeden has seen enough. He wants to call timeout. Timeout on the floor, 1:42 to go, third period. And we'll be back in 1 minute.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
From seed to feed, from shovels to shirts, CFC Farm and Home Center offers everything for your home and your family. And they have since 1932. CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between. Imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
That score up there, 48-27, looks like Culpeper has a 21-point lead. Amazing.
They're playing very well tonight, and Amos is shooting good from 3 tonight.
And another steal. Amos missed that, and he is fouled. Fox is going to be charged.
That 2-2-1 press has really caused Madison a lot of problems tonight with their press break. If you combine that with the way we're shooting from 3 tonight, finally, we've got some threes that are falling. If Culpeper, if Amos and Eckerd shoot well from 3 going forward, they're going to win some games this year.
Amos puts the first one in. You remember the score was 10-7 at the end of the first quarter. And then Culpeper has just exploded since then. Both go in for Amos, and now it's 50-27. 23-point lead for the Blue Devils. Breeden down the lane, off balance shot, no good. Rebound tapped away and touched last by Davidson. Culpeper ball.
Madison's having a difficult time tonight with field goal percentage. I mean, the ball, like you said earlier, Donnie, is not going in. I know they shoot better than this, but the ball's not falling for them tonight.
Simmons. Amos for three. Could he get two in a row? He did. 53-27.
Amos is feeling it.
He is. Coming down on a minute 10, third period. Fox in the corner, double team. Having trouble. Out of bounds, touched last by Culpepper. Blue Devil defense has really looked good tonight.
And you know, so much of this game, or any sport, Donnie, you know, is confidence.
Yep.
And they have their confidence going right now, both on the defensive end and the offensive end.
Jackson Taylor out front, a minute counting. Breeden, baseline, driving. Into the corner on this end. Shot up, no good by Gerald. Madison comes down with a loose ball. Fox could not get whatever that was to go. Eckert takes a three. Cans it. 56-27. This is a 29-point lead. Amazing. Fox no good. Davidson. Taylor got a three. 56-30. And timeout on the floor. Full timeout, so we will be back in 1 minute. You're watching Blue Devil basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
From seed to feed, from shovels to shirts, CFC Farm and Home Center offers everything for your home and your family. And they have since 1932. CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between. Imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
Blue Devils with the basketball, being pressed. 17.3 seconds left in the third period. Devils hoping for one last shot. Amos brings it down. Takes a three-pointer. Nope, but he is fouled and will go to the line to shoot three.
You know, Donnie, Amos is hit on some threes, and I can tell when his shot's falling, his adrenaline starts getting higher on the defensive end, and that's the way basketball is. If your shot's falling, you're going to play great defense. A lot of times if your shot's not falling, then your head kind of goes down and you don't hustle as much on defense. So you can see it on both ends of the floor tonight.
Amos with three. And dribbles the first one in. Rattled around, came down. 10 seconds left in the third period. Blue Devils well in control. And Amos hits the second one. 58-30. And 59-30. Madison may get the last shot. McLaren gets it off to Taylor. 6 seconds. Breeden takes a three. No good. Loose ball, and Butler tries to throw up a 90-footer. He couldn't get it off. Timeout. Third quarter is over. We'll be back with the final period in just a moment with the Culpeper Blue Devils leading the Madison Mountaineers by a score of 59-30. You're watching Blue Devil basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. there's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
From seed to feed, from shovels to shirts, CFC Farm and Home Center offers everything for your home and your family. And they have since 1932. CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
As we begin the fourth period. Eckert for three. Nope. And Madison comes down with the ball. And almost a steal there, but the Mountaineers come up with it. McLaren outside, Fox. McLaren for three. No. Reed missed a two. Madison can get nothing to go tonight. Oh, nice pass there by Amos. Oh my goodness, what a pass, 61-30. Beautiful.
Do you remember several games ago, Donnie, we were talking about being comfortable on the court and that it would get better as we went along? Amos is showing that tonight. He had 14 points in the third quarter. You could see him out there with his head up coming down the court, looking at all the players, using his peripheral vision. That was a good example of it.
Underneath Fox for Madison, little hook shot, no good. Rebound, Eckert. Clears it out to McClanahan, 2-on-4, so they will hold it up. McClanahan, and
double dribble.
That was a double dribble. Okay, I wasn't sure about that now. Sometimes these officials miss one once in a while. Not saying that he did. And Breeden is fouled from behind by McClanahan.
McClanahan likes that move. I'd rather see him stay between the man and the basket a little bit more, but a lot of times he gets a steal like that. And in the Fauquier game, he get quite a few steals.
31-point lead for the Blue Devils early in the fourth quarter. 61-30. Taylor in the corner, double teamed outside. McLaren trying to work it down the lane. Taylor dumps it off. Fox back to McLaren. Got it. Three-pointer. 61-33. Amos breaks the press and then lost it trying to get it to Simmons. Amos is doing much better tonight dribbling and controlling the basketball than he did at the Fauquier game.
In that situation right there, though, I like to see him use a little retreat dribble and create some space instead of trying to go through three people. Remember Mr. Jennings? He'd come down fast as he could on the court. You hear all of a sudden those sneakers squeak, and he'd stop, and the defensive players would keep on going. That's what Amos needs to learn how to do, is create that space a little bit more.
Inbounds pass from Eckert to Simmons for two, 63-33, back to a 30-point lead. Breeden for three. They can't buy one from outside. Scramble for the ball and touched last by Culpepper. I think that was Eckert he's played a good game, man. That kid's been all over the floor.
Eckert hustles, and so does Amos.
All these kids are hustling tonight.
All of them
they
hustling.
are.
Butler's been in there playing well. Simmons, Corbin, off the bench, has really played well tonight.
Breeden for three. No good. McLaren came down with the ball. I thought he was going to get called for a foul, but he didn't. Taylor for three. Way off the mark. Amos, 3-on-1. Eckert for two. Nice assist from Amos. 65-33, and we have a whistle. Not sure what that was, but
Johnson's coming in for Butler to give him a breather.
These guys are moving down the floor up and down now.
Bailey coming in for Eckert.
Apparently it was a foul on Madison because it's Blue Devil basketball. Simmons. Corbin down low. Johnson, nice move there by Jaden Johnson. 67-33. And a little move inside there by Taylor. And now McLaren comes down with the loose ball and gets the steal and a basket by Jake Jarrell. And with that, Madison calls a timeout on the floor, and we will pause for 30 seconds on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200.
Found & Sons, 825-3530.
McLaren. Can't believe it.
It's only the fourth team foul on Madison.
Bailey will toss it in. Amos driving. Nope. Rebound. Corbin lets it go, but it was tapped out last by Culpeper, so it will belong to Madison. And now, with a 30-point lead, if you will notice, the clock is running. They're not stopping for breaks. I don't like this rule. But I don't like the designated hitter either, and they don't do anything about it.
Yeah, a lot's changed since your Dizzy Dean days, Donnie.
You're right. You are right. McLaren. Dean puts it up, no good. Rebound coming down to Culpeper.
It's Austin.
And a bunch of subs in now for both teams. Long shot from outside by Madison is good. Trey Dean. 67-40. Now we're under 30 points, so the clock stops.
So we have Austin Warren in the game. We have Corbin in the game. We have Larry Williams in the game for Culpeper.
In it comes to Corbin, double team.
We have Devin Scott in the game for Culpeper.
And Corbin is fouled. We'll pick him up as we go along.
And we have number 10, Solomon Dawabi in the game.
1:53 to go. And the clock is stopped now. We're under 30 points. Dawabi looking for help. Double team. And we have a whistle. And a timeout is called by James Thompson. Timeout on the floor, and we'll pause for this message. Battlefield Automotive, one of our sponsors. Battlefield Automotive features Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service, a cornerstone of our community. 547-3673. Able Heating and Air. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found & Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530. From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. And CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, and pets since 1932. We're waiting for something here. I think we're waiting for the clock to get down to 0. 1:46 to go, and now we are set for the last minute, 46 seconds of this game. Corbin. Dawabi. Blue Devils get the rebound. Ball knocked away, scrambled for it. Madison comes down with it. Minute 25. From the corner, three-pointer from Madison is no good.
Good rebound by Larry Williams there.
Dawabi tries to save it in, but cannot, so it will stay with Madison. 67-40. Culpeper, after leading by only 3 at the end of the first quarter, has really turned it on. And the Blue Devils come down with that loose ball.
Another rebound by Larry Williams.
And Corbin loses it out of bounds.
Corbin's played a good game off the bench.
He has.
Smart game. Moved his feet well on defense.
Well, he played better when he was playing with the first stringers. And that usually is the way it is. He's playing with the second string. And no disrespect to the second stringers, but if you're used to playing with the first stringers, it's a little more, they are the first stringers. So it's a little more competitive.
I like because he doesn't try to do anything out of his role and out of the strength of his game.
Right, absolutely. Jake Jarrell puts the first one in. 67-41. 49 seconds left in this ball game. Madison is trailing Culpeper big time. Second shot by Jarrell is good. And apparently he's going to get a third shot. Got them all three, 67-43. Corbin lost the ball. Madison the other way. McLaren for 2. 67-45. Dawabi double team over to Corbin. Loose ball, Madison and Culpeper. Back and forth. 15 seconds and a scramble for the ball, a jump ball. The arrow is deporting in the direction of the Madison Mountaineers, who will probably get the last shot. Outside shot will not go. Kids down in front of us were counted off, and apparently the Madison player was listening to them instead of watching the clock. 2 seconds. End of the game. Shot will no good. That's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The final score of the Culpeper Blue Devils 67, the Madison Mountaineers 45. We'll be back with our recap of the post-game show in just a moment. You're watching Blue Devil basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
From seed to feed, from shovels to shirts, CFC Farm and Home Center offers everything for your home and your family. And they have since 1932. CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between. Imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
44-45, the final score. The Culpeper Blue Devils, who had a 10-7 lead at the end of the first quarter, and we thought we were going to have a boring game there, Gary Deal. They just turned it on with 57 points in the last 3 quarters. It was a good one.
Well, I think Culpeper's defense tonight really turned the ball game around. That 2-2-1 press, like I said earlier, really impacted Madison. And, when you play good defense, it shows on the offensive end. When you're hitting your shots on the offensive end, it shows on the defensive end. So everything kind of came together for Culpeper tonight. They got a lot of easy baskets. And then once Amos and Eckert started hitting the threes the second half, it was all over.
Now, Malachi Terrell, he got into foul trouble, but you got to give him a lot of credit for early play. He was scrappy early, came up with some loose balls, forced some turnovers, and he did a good job. Unfortunately, he got 4 fouls in the third quarter, so he had to go out. But as you said, the defense, as Simon Poole would say, defense, defense, defense. And that's what wins ball games.
Exactly right, Donnie. And Terrell was the difference in the game. And that's Coach Thompson, I applaud him because that's why he put Terrell in the starting lineup, to put him in that front end of that zone press the first half, and you could tell a difference. He got a lot of loose balls, a lot of deflections, and a lot of easy baskets for McClanahan going to the hoop.
And then when Terrell went out, Colin McClanahan came in, and he did a good job scoring. He put some points on the board. And why don't you go over the scoring for us tonight and see who scored what?
Well, Amos led the Devils with 21. McClanahan had 13. Eckert had 11. And Terrell had 6. And for Madison, Seth McLaren, he had 13. And Jake Gerald had 9.
So it was when Amos came in, when Amos started finally hitting some three-pointers, he really did a number on them. So he did a good job, and we got James Thompson here. James, could you get in there, buddy? I'm stepping on your cord. All right. And JT, first win of the season, and a heck of a good ball game. You told me before the ball game you thought that Madison was going to be a tough game, and you handled them really easily.
We handled them easy. I think we took them a little bit out their rhythm, but this is also a team I've seen play 3 times. So I kind of, after you see them play 3 times, like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do, take this kid out, play this, and, tonight it worked. Now, Ben will make adjustments. He'll make adjustments for us next time we play, and he'll have his 2 big guys back. He got 2 6'8" kids that weren't in there tonight.
And he'll be playing up at Madison, too.
We'll play
so that'll make a difference. Gary and I were just talking. Malachi Terrell,
yes,
we thought he did a great job in that early part, scrapping and coming up with loose balls. And he unfortunately got in foul trouble. But sometimes that's a product of, being a scrappy ball player. You do get yourself into foul trouble.
Yeah, effort and energy. That's all that was, effort and energy. He's an athletic kid, very physical. And all I asked him is to be a presence. And you don't have to be a big 6'8" muscular guy to be a presence. You can be pesky as a guard. You can be a nuisance under there. And I know pound for pound, he can push and shove with the best underneath. And he's not afraid of contact. So he got some key rebounds. A few fouls, when they're aggressive fouls, you really don't mind those. I thought we had too much reaching to put them at 10 fouls early in the first half, so we could have stretched that lead more. But the first thing I told the kids, hey, what have these teams done to us when we're down 10 or 15 points? They try to stretch that thing to 20 or 25. You can't let up. You can't let up. And we're still not going to hit our stride probably until, I'd say, after Christmas. But that's my 5th starting lineup in 5 games.
Well, and tell me a little bit about this Corbin kid, too. He came in and gave you some good minutes.
Same thing, effort. And you can put him out there on top. He's a nuisance, got good wingspan on the arms. Him and Colin, I put them up top. If you actually see them standing, man, their arms, they have some really good wingspan. I'm sorry, really good wingspan. And
that's a good wingspan on you right there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But, it's a good win. It's good to see them smile. But we're still a work in progress. We're still a work in progress. We got an uphill battle. it's probably not one game we have right now we're going to be favored. And that team that's coming in here Wednesday night, trust me, if those of you who didn't see Caroline play the other night, that's one of the most athletic teams I've seen in a while. Kettle Run, just as athletic.
I saw Kettle Run play over at Eastern View. And
it was in the ball game.
They got a good ball club.
And Eastern View's tough, yes.
They got a good ball club.
Yeah.
Gary?
Well, hey, Coach, I applaud you putting Turl in the starting lineup tonight and putting him in the front, up there in the front of that 2-2-1 press, because his athleticism made a huge difference tonight.
It did.
He got a lot of deflections. He got a lot of steals, along with Amos. I thought Amos played a heck of a game, and I knew he would start coming on because he's feeling more comfortable on the court now after 3 or 4 games, and Eckert is too. And once you start playing defense like that, it shows up on the offensive end. Once you start hitting your shots on the offensive end, it starts showing up on the defensive end, because you're going to have that exhilaration. You're going to move your feet more. You're going to hustle more. So I think it all came together tonight for you.
It did. And when you guys covered the game at Fauquier the other night, what did I say? When you're on the road, you're down 8 getting off the bus. So we're at home tonight. We're supposed to be up. And I thought Amos forced early. He was pumped up by the crowd. He forced a few. We pulled him. And we actually got a good separation. But when he went back in, he settled down, and that's when he finally hit a few shots. But I got to get on him more about seeing the court more. When he puts that head down, he's just like tunnel vision. He's straight to the rim. But I got to get him to trust his wings. He had a few good outlets today for some layups. He hit Corbin underneath there. Once he gets that, he's going to be a tough player. He's a tough player.
I'd like to see him, instead of a lot of times, create some space a little bit more and learn how to go in different speeds.
Right.
A lot of times he'll go in, there's 2 or 3 people in the basket and throw up something off balance.
Yeah.
If he learns to take that step, that jump step,
yep.
and then go up vertically and shoot that bank shot or something in the lane, or on the side of where you can shoot the bank shot, he's going to be a really good ball player.
You might have saw that timeout we took, or when I took him out the game, I set him in a chair, and I was like, "Did you wake up 6'4" today?" And he was like, "No." I was like, "Stop trying to finish over top these guys." And so he took it. He's coachable. That's a good thing.
Very good advice.
Yep.
JT, thanks for coming over and talking to us. And you've got Kettle Run
Wednesday, 5
here.
o'clock.
Is that here?
Yes, sir.
5 o'clock?
5 o'clock, early start.
5 o'clock. And then on the 27th, we got Eastern View game that was postponed. So you got your hands full.
Wait. The Eastern View game's January 27th.
Oh, January.
Yes, we're playing in Eastern View's Christmas tournament the 28th and 29th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called a border battle. We're going to play Kettle Run. They're going to play Liberty. Then we're going to flip-flop opponents the next night, kind of like an ACC Big Ten Challenge thing.
Okay.
We do Fauquier, Culpeper. So, but we're playing super early because some girls' games are also. But I think we had the 3 o'clock start for both those days.
Well, good luck.
Thank you very much.
All right, man. All right. We will see you, and thanks again for coming over and talking to us. Gary Deal, that about wraps it up. Culpeper wins it, and wins it handily over the Madison Mountaineers. And we will see you. Actually, we won't see you again until the beginning of next year. So we will have to wish all you out there in TV land a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
And if you'd grow that beard a little bit longer, you could be Santa Claus.
I could be.
You could be.
I agree.
All right. Thanks a lot for watching. We appreciate it, and we hope to see you again at the beginning of the new year. Final score once again. Culpeper 67 and Madison 45. You've been watching Blue Devil Basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
From seed to feed, from shovels to shirts, CFC Farm and Home Center offers everything for your home and your family. And they have since 1932. CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between. Imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.